So you can see this is my mobile application and this is my DC motor. Once I press the fan on button from my mobile application, the DC motor turns on, and once I press the fan off button from my mobile application, DC motor turns off. There is no limitation of range, there is no limitation of distance. You can easily turn on, you can easily control your DC motor from anywhere, from any place. So this is our circuit in which you can see DC motor is connected at output side, these two pins. Then plus voltage from output side is given from Raspberry Pi. So this pin is connected to pin number 2, which has 5 voltage. Then negative pin is connected to pin number 7, which is at ground voltage from Raspberry Pi. Then at input side you can see here A1 and A2 is connected to pin number 11 and pin number 13 from Raspberry Pi. Then enable pin is connected to 3.3 voltage from Raspberry Pi, which is pin number 1. Then VCC pin is connected to the pin number 6, and ground pin is connected to the pin number VCC is connected to pin number 4, and ground pin is connected to pin number 6. So before starting this video, we will see what are the important library that need to be installed into your Raspberry Pi so that you can access the PAHO client. So first library is sudo pip install PAHO MQTT. So to install this PAHO client library on your Raspberry Pi, go to the terminal and just type this command on your terminal. Press enter. So it will install the PAHO client on your Raspberry Pi. Make sure internet is connected to your Raspberry Pi before installing this library. To learn about MQTT protocol, then you can refer one of this link. I will add this link into description, and you can use this link to expand your knowledge for MQTT protocol. So to create a new program into Raspberry Pi, go to the programming, go to Raspberry Pi, then programming and Python 2. Then you can see here Python shell is open. If you want to create a new file, go to the file and new file. So here you can write your own program. I will open my program. So let's see importance of each and every line from this program. So first line is from time import sleep. So if you want to add some delay into your program, you can use this time library. So next line is import os.system. If you are using the os function and system function in your program, you can use os.system library. Then import raspberry pi.gpio as GPIO. If you want to access GPIO pins from your Raspberry Pi, you can use this GPIO library. Then import paho.mqtt.client as PAHO. So if you want to access the PAHO client from in your Raspberry Pi, you can use this library. Then import URL parse method. This library basically used to separate your PAHO client string and PAHO client port number. Then GPIO.set mode, GPIO board. Raspberry Pi can work as two method, Raspberry Pi board also and Raspberry Pi BCM chip also. So if you want to access the complete Raspberry Pi board, you can use this GPIO.set mode, GPIO.board. Next, GPIO.set warning to the false. So each and every time when you run the program, Raspberry Pi gives warning that whatever the GPIO pins you have used, it is already used before. To avoid that warning, you can use the GPIO.set warning false method. Then DC motor pin 1 and pin 2 11 and 13 number. So basically we have connected our DC motor to 11 and 30 number pin from your Raspberry Pi. So to declare that 11 and 30 number pin, we use this variable GPIO.setup DC motor pin 1 GPIO.out. Basically if you want to set our GPIO pin as an output pin, you can use this setup method with GPIO.out. Then def on connect. When your Raspberry Pi get connected on your MQTT server, this def on connect function gets called. In that function we are subscribing fan token. So MQTT protocol has token and message method. So each token has some message. So from application we are sending some message with fan token. So we are if you want to access that message from your mobile application, we need to subscribe that token. So to subscribe that token, we should use self.subscribe fan, this method. Def on message. So once your message and token present on your MQTT server and it is received on your Raspberry Pi, then def on message function gets called. In that we are printing message topic nothing but fan, then message QS nothing but 0, and message dot payload which is sending from your mobile application. Then here we are checking our message dot payload is nothing but on or off. So if message dot payload is on, then we have to turn on our DC motor. So to turn on our DC motor, we have to send one signal on 11 number pin and 0 signal on 13 number pin. So to send the one signal on 11 number pin, you should use GPIO.output DC motor pin 1 GPIO.high, and to send the 0 signal on 13 number pin, you should use GPIO.output DC motor pin 2 GPIO.low. Next line is else. So if message.payload is not equal to on, then this else part gets called, and in else part we have to turn off our DC motor. So to turn off our DC motor, we have to send 00 signal on 11 and 13 number. So to send the 00 signal on 11 and 13 number, we have to use GPIO.output DC motor pin 1 as GPIO.low, same 13 number GPIO.low. It will send 00 signal on 11 and 13 number. Then on publish method, basically if you want to send some message from your Raspberry Pi to your mobile application, you can use on publish method. Next function is on subscribe. So this on subscribe function I have already told you to subscribe some message from MQTT server. Next line we have to create some MQTT variable from your Paho client. To create that variable or to create that instant of Paho client, you can use this line. MQTT here it is a variable, you can give any name. Then we have to declare our function. So to declare our function, we should use this line. Then next line is os.environment get. So in this line we are taking our MQTT broker name and with port number. So our MQTT broker name is broker.emqs.io. You can use any broker. You can find broker name from Google. Just type free MQTT broker. So to connect on that server, this server, you have to use MQTT.connect function. You have to pass the host name nothing but this, and port number nothing but 1883. This host name and port number we should get from this function. So once your MQTT.connect function gets called, your Raspberry Pi gets connected on your MQTT server, and this on connect function gets called. And once on connect function gets called, we are subscribing fan topic. Next line is rs is equal to 0, while true rs is equal to 0. Here we are checking our MQTT, our Raspberry Pi is connected on your broker or not. If Raspberry Pi is connected on your MQTT server, MQTT.loop function send the 0 value. Here we are checking if value is equal to 0. Then again we are checking this. Actually it is used for verification that your Raspberry Pi gets connected on your MQTT server. So to run this program, go to the run and run module. So you can see once your Raspberry Pi gets connected on your MQTT server, subscribe.1 message get print on your Raspberry Pi Python shell. So you can see on my mobile application there is fan on fan off function button. If I press the fan on, then fan is turning on and our DC motor gets started. And if I press the fan off, then our DC motor gets stopped and fan off message get pinned on your Python shell. So if you want to create some mobile application, first go to the Play Store you should download MQTT client on your mobile. So type MQTT client, then you should download mobile dashboard application in your mobile. Then open that application. You can see I have already created two buttons here, fan on, fan off. If you want to create such button, click on plus, then standard, then button, then give a button name fan on, and publish topic is fan. We already declared this fan topic in our program, and then give payload value, that is on, which we already define in our program. And so paint card background is turned on, and then select the icon here, fan, search that icon. So you can see this icon gets selected, and you can give the any color. Click on save button, click on save button. So you can see fan on is button is created. Such like that you can create fan off button. Click on plus, then standard, then follow the same method, give the name fan off, then topic is fan, then payload is off. Go to this, then select fan here, search for a fan icon, select, give the any color, save, and save. So it will create the two buttons, fan on, fan off, in your mobile application. After that you have to define your broker. For that just click on this and click on manage broker. So here you can give your name, then broker name, whatever you define in code, you just type the broker name here. Then after that click on save. So it will create your broker. So in this way you can create your mobile application with two buttons.